Alrighty, we are back in Sevtech Ages. Now, last time we were here, we were fooling a bit around with blood magic, and that was a bit of a grind. Just getting your health back up, especially when we were using our own health. That was a little rough. We had to wait quite a bit of time to do that, and getting everything crafted together was a bit of a pain. We have since fixed that up a little bit. We've got a auto breeder over where our pigs are. We pulled some pigs out of the auto breeding farm. We threw them right under our altar. Now we can go pick those up and sacrifice them to the altar whenever we need life points, as long as they breed quickly enough. We do have to make sure that they breed before we actually take them out, so we don't end up absolutely crushing their population. They should be doing all right. These guys, I'm going to say, are probably good. We can probably turn this baby separator back on and have them pop through here. I would say that all the babies in here that have grown up. Ooh, maybe? Perhaps not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got a few more breeding pairs than we did before, but we may turn that back off depending on how quickly or slowly these guys rebreed. But these ones don't have any baby separators. These guys always grow to their full potential. We also threw a soundproofing block right on there just so we didn't have to deal with listening to the noise here. And yep, the auto breeder here seems like it's working. And we've got a whole pipeline set up so that it goes right from the garden cloche from immersive engineering to both of the animal breeders. I suppose it's animal feeders, isn't it? So we have that. We have a method to generate blood that does not involve our poor, dainty existence here. That said, it's still not a perfect solution. We will still have to pull that up there, and I'd kind of like to avoid relying on that too heavily. So this time we are going to try to, let's see if I can find this, make this the coat of arms. Now, if we check in, what is it, the Sanguine Scientium? Let's go pull that out. We should also disable those from working together. If we go pull out the Sanguine Scientium, hopefully this will show up in here. Maybe not. Okay, so sentient armor is not quite what we're looking for. That looks to be the armor equivalent of our... Very nice. Let's see if we still have it in here. Of our sentient sword here. So it effectively gives you more damage. In the case of the armor, it would give you more protection the more will you had in your network. And that would just be from carrying it on you. That's actually interesting, because we do know that the coat of arms here, the way that I've been informed that it works is that it effectively acts as a mobile life point saving mechanism. So it effectively, when you go out killing anything, mobs, hostile mobs, creatures, anything of that sort, it'll actually store the life points that you go and get from them and throw it straight into here, which has, I believe, about the same reserves as the altar does, about 10,000 at its base. I don't know if you can actually improve this. I do know you can do it with the altar with some more runes, but in terms of this, I think we're probably just stuck at 10,000 life points. Looks like it's not made too expensively. It does require a blank slate and a leather tunic, but everything else is pretty basic. Just any block of glass, some buckets, and some iron ingots, and a bucket. So we might go get that thrown together. I would really like for that to stick on to like a bauble slot, but I'm kind of doubting that it will. Very much doubting that. But we might go get this assembled no matter what. even if we do have to replace our Visio mantle, we do have the lovely, lovely wild dog pelt boots, so assuming we're not using flying, that wouldn't be too bad an option. We don't need to actually go down here at all. We can just check straight from here. We have a leather tunic. Can we fix this up? Doesn't look like it. So it looks like we will have to make a new leather tunic. I believe, yeah, you should just be able to do it like so, which is great. And then buckets we should have spares of. Yeah, there we go. There's a bucket. We can grab some iron out of here. You know what? We could probably just make this all through, yeah, just like that. And write a blank slate is the last remaining thing we need to do. And make this lovely contraption here. I'm surprised it doesn't show up in the Sanguine Scientium. I really thought it would be there. But apparently not, which is, that's okay. We will actually need stone, though, to go and throw in here. Make that blank rune, or a blank slate. Which should take, I believe it was 1,000 life points. We do have the divination sigil, if we want to double check, but that should be fine. And we should be able to make this. There we go. So, will we be able to stick that on a bauble slot? Kind of doubting it. Yeah, it's not going to, whoops. What's going on? How have I taken this? Oh, I see. I put that in my offhand. Not going to quite work out. And I think we're going to go up to the Astral sorcery area here and get this enchanted. Oh, goodness. Hello. I suppose we can test out if this works by default. Yeah, there we go. We don't even need to use the Sanguine Sword. Or, whatever that sword was. What did we actually have there? Sentient Sword, that's the one. We don't actually need to use that, which generates Demonic Will. This will just store life points directly, which is fantastic. We will go enchant it up with some mending, and in fact, did these not have mending on them already? Somehow they have lost that. I swear we enchanted these up previously. How strange. Okay, well, we'll go and... What on earth? I think it might have been because we are combining the two types of enchantment that it might bug up. Oh, right. We don't have our cape. All right, let's just run back and use the teleportation point. We need to make very sure not to go to the moon, since we do have another teleportation point up there now. That's how we did return the first time. I think it should be, yeah, that one. If we do end up on the moon, we will probably immediately suffocate to death. I don't know how quick it actually happens, but it is definitely not great. So, did remove the chest. Let's go throw these all in. At this point, we could throw the Sanguine Scientium in. We'll keep it on for now. We just need the, let's see, I think it's a lens. Suppose we can just do it like this. There we go, the engraved glass. Slap this on. We do have to take out that shield so it doesn't interfere kind of oddly. And throw this on. Hopefully this should work. Yeah, that should work all right. And I think we'll actually go and add mending moss to these, since it doesn't seem to work very well with normal enchantment. That's okay, though. I think these should have plenty of slots left. Go and throw that back on. There we go. And grab you, throw you back in here. So it does look like we will have to use Mending Moss. That does take 10 levels. Wow, I took damage? Okay, well, Dog Pelt Boots not quite doing their job. But I believe the reason that we didn't enchant way back when was because that took 10 levels every time you wanted to make some Mending Moss. and that was previously an issue. Since fighting the Ender Dragon, we have 72 levels to work with, so we have plenty of levels. So let's go grab, let's see, cobblestone and vines. We will need 9 times 3, since I think our helmet already had it. I'm vaguely sure I saw that on it. Or no, the chest plate actually had that. So these will go throw together with some vines. We'll make sure to not shift click because that will pull everything from the inventory that can possibly be pulled. And we'll go craft these out into balls of moss. Right click this on a bookshelf. And we have 3 mending moss, so we can go throw that on the rest of our armor set. So that will be in the armor forge that we do need to pull these all out for the ones that we are actually going to put this on. Get you mending moss. There we go. We do have the modifiers for it, and we still have 2 more left over on the leggings. We have no more left on the boots. Honestly, not sure what that is. I think it just might be the amount of material. Yeah, this will take the last modifier slot, which is okay. And last but not least, our helmet. Whoops, stick that in there. And take that for mending on. That will be this armor set, enchanted up as well as we can do. So let's not sleep the night away, actually, because we are going to be hopping between some different mods here. If blood magic gets a little bit too grindy, and of course I should have gone back to the teleporter, since we no longer have our Visio cape. But if blood magic gets a little too grindy, which I have a feeling it will pretty quickly, we are actually going to hop to Astral Sorcery as well as Abyssal Craft. Those are 2 other magic-based mods, though they obviously take from very, very different areas of magic that'll definitely be beneficial to us. And just checking out what's in the sky tonight, looks like... Oh, let's get that Astral Sorcery book out. The Astral Tome. It looks like that was Mineralis, which... probably the refraction table. We're looking for a new lens, effectively. We're looking for a new lens for the stellar refraction table. And we do have to, unfortunately, do that during the night, which it does not seem like it will be for much longer. What I am planning on doing is making a updated sword to probably not enchant this manual and broadsword. As we've determined, the Tinker's stuff doesn't work so great with standard enchantment. It kind of messes it up, which is all right, not terrible, since we can put most enchantments on that. But for the sentient sword here, I would like to throw mending, sharpness. I think sharpness is the one that affects every mob, anything you hit with it equally, and probably sweeping edge, but that may be from a constellation that we don't yet have. Sweeping edge, I believe, means that you get multiple hits. You can essentially hit multiple enemies in the same way that the broadsword does. But I don't know if that's actually default on all swords, just if you're set. And I think Sweeping Edge also actually keeps equal damage across all of the enemies you hit, instead of having one take the majority of the hit and the others take slightly less damage. But last but not least, I also want to stick looting on here, because I believe, on this sword, because I believe that looting actually increases the amount of will that you get when you kill something with the sentient sword. And that would be lovely if we do end up needing some will in the future. But those are going to be quite a few constellations that we'll all want at once. And I'm actually going to have to look through the Astral Tome to see if we can even get them all at once. So, first one we will need Avitas, Mending. That is going to be full moon to a waning? Yeah, I think a waning crescent. And I can't quite tell if the new moon is lit up. I think it might be full moon to a new moon for Avitas here. That'll give us the Mending Enchantment, which will be great. Next up, we will want Horologium, which is the Hourglass here. Right, we actually haven't found that? Ah, okay. So I think we've actually seen it in the night sky, but evidently Horologium is kind of a variable one. So we'll just have to come here during the nights and just check out what exactly we're going to see in the sky. It doesn't seem to have any set pattern, and it is a dim one. We may actually during the day go make a observatory so we can find the last couple constellations here, because we do have a few more. We do know that much. But we can't actually look at them with our lovely telescope here. We do need a upgraded version, which is the observatory. So Horologium, we will go and figure out its pattern. Probably doesn't have one, so we'll just have to get lucky. Next up, for sharpness, we will be looking for... here it is, Decidia. And looks like there's not going to be that much crossover with Avitas. Looks like the waning crescent and the new moon are the only two that shares, because Avitas is the full moon all the way waning down to a new moon. This one looks like a waning crescent all the way up to a waxing gibbous, I want to say. I think that's the official term for that. But that should give us sharpness on our sword. And last but not least, that sweeping edge. That is actually one that is not yet discovered by us. That is one we are going to have to use the observatory for. So let's go and take a look at what observatory requires. I think that'll be in, probably not discovery. I think this is just the basics, basic discoveries. Maybe in constellation? Nope, that is the collector crystal. Please go back. So we are looking for an absolutely massive machine here. A sextant. This does seem like another tool. What exactly does it do? Building on the resonant interactions with the energies of the ancients, additional functionality of the sextant could expand its value by focusing in on the resonating energies of other civilizations and chunks of the world. The sextant can be used to guide you to other structures or even specific convergences of the natural world. Draw is worryingly stronger now. If only you could find a path. I think what this does is, I like that description. The starlight required for the celestial altar, quite some. But I think this is used for finding natural generation of astral sorcery structures. That said, I don't actually know if the astral sorcery structures generate naturally. So that may be a dead end there. It doesn't look like the observatory is in that area. Whoops. Gotta keep going out. So let's try attunement next. This does seem to be the next step here. That's where the telescope is, so I'm thinking that it is not going to be in here. Exploration, perhaps? No, that's just the looking glass. Yeah, this... Oh, actually, hold up. So this is a sextant. What was in here? The advanced sextant. Okay, so it looks like the sextant default actually just acts like the immersive engineering projector. So it'll go and identify the structure, the building blocks of the structures here. And then the advanced sextant actually helps with the discovery of those bigger naturally generating astral sorcery structures. The only one we haven't looked at now is Radiance. And that's where the Mantle of Stars is. We did know about that a while. There it is, the observatory. And so, wow, holy moly. Okay, so that's going to require way more reagents than we've ever used before. We've only ever used a maximum of 4. Uh, so Starlight Crafting Altar, Celestial Altar, Iridescent Altar. Do we actually have an Iridescent Altar? Or do we still have that? We do have the Iridescent Altar. Okay. Man, so that is a full... They're kind of rotating, but it looks like a full 8 that we'll need for reagents for this. We will need some more infused glass, and making that is... it's a time of its own. Making Stardust is actually not too difficult anymore. We used to have to make it just by making you... I want to say rock crystals into celestial crystals, I believe. That was how that worked, and we did duplicate the ones that we already had, so we had to have a stock of them. Now, though, we can make Stardust by throwing... Just take a look here. Make Stardust by throwing some nether quartz dust into the Starlight Infusion machine here. And that's just grinding that up in the crusher. It looks like some of these... Maybe just the grindstone here turns it into nether quartz dust with a chance to double the output. Apparently everything else is just about standard. That is just about set in stone. So we'll probably use the grindstone. It will be manual, but we won't have to make too many of these. And that, of course, all depends whether we have the nether quartz ore, which it looks like we do not. So we'll just throw the nether quartz itself into the crusher. That'll be all right. But back to the topic at hand, the observatory. That'll need a glass lens, 2 of them actually. Lots of gold nuggets, as well as gold ingots. Some runed marble, and this infused glass, which is the Stardust. A colored lens specifically. And it actually does not say which is required. It's probably because it has to be attuned. Hold on a minute. How does it determine? Which color it is? No clue. But either way, we're going to have to go through a few steps here. So we're going to get some glass panes. Oops, glass panes. We don't have any, glass lenses yet, or whatever they be. Oh, I can't find it through this. Either way, we don't have whatever it is. So we'll go grab at least 2, 3. I think we'll have to do. We'll throw it through here. And I've actually been meaning to make this something as well. Oh, and we will need our resonating wand to go and start this all off. I always forget about that. But we might also make a structure here that'll automatically refill the pools of liquid starlight when they disappear. And that would actually just solve a little bit of an annoyance problem. We didn't seem to lose any this time, which is good. We are eventually going to be looking for the containment chalice. That's what we are going to check out here. Keep this going, because the containment chalice is a bigger multi-block. So we'll do that once we're done with this. I kind of expect to need that jerry can full of liquid starlight, though. Yeah, there we go. I think I saw one disappear on this side. We'll go and pour you in. Lovely. And last but not least, do this one. And we'll pull out the correct book here. Were we lucky? Looks like we were. Let's go look for probably in here. Or maybe not. Crafting. No, maybe not. I do know that it is a multi-block, but I don't exactly know where it shows up. maybe wherever the Starlight Infuser shows up? Uh-oh. I was really banking on it showing up in here. I did... I did kind of plan it out. I didn't really memorize the structure, I just knew that it existed. So that it would show me in here, but that is not the case, it's looking like. I'm also curious as to what this ritual anchor is. Focusing Starlight into a ritual pedestal allow the structure to manifest the attunement of that constellation into the world. Fortunately, the structure required to maintain the crystal's integrity can take up a lot of space and needs sight of the sky to gather starlight. This end, redirecting a ritual's effect using a specially constructed linking stone, placed 5 blocks above the ritual pedestal, and then linking the anchor to any matching anchor at any distance away should solve the problem. Okay, so this sounds like it is used in rituals. We actually haven't done any rituals yet. That is something we have not dove into in the slightest. But it's kind of shown piecemeal here. I'm wondering if I'm missing some constellations somewhere that I haven't identified. Whoops. Yet. Okay, but let's stop looking for these random bits and bobs. Whoops. Here, let's focus on getting what it is we are expecting to get, which is that observatory. So we do know we need that infused glass. We need the stardust. We need the glass lenses and the colored lens. So let's start all the way down here. Oh, I see. We need a colored lens first. Right, and that takes a bunch of different things. Let's look for whatever the cheapest is going to be for us. Anything with diamonds obviously isn't going to be that cheap. I actually have no idea how diamond generation works. We did find some somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how we got them. Maybe I think it was in the Twilight Forest that we picked them up. What's it called again? The thing to refill light wells? That is called the containment chalice, I do believe. It's a multi-block structure. But I think in terms of which colored lens is going to be the cheapest here, since we can use any of them, I'm fairly sure. It's probably this ignition lens, just because we have blaze powder in spades. And the rest of this does require more aquamarine, or stuff like glowstone dust and pistons, which are not rare, but are still more annoying to get. Let's go get some blaze powder. I think it was 6 that actually showed. Fused glass, colored lens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, actually. So 8, some aquamarine. Only needed 2. And that glass lens. And we can go and make that in here. So aquamarine like so. I believe you on the sides like so. And a glass lens. There we go. And we have ourselves a colored lens. The sky is great tonight. What's in the sky? Actually, we could probably take a look at the moon. It looks like it is a falling star. Look at that. I don't know how to take advantage of that, even though we have seen it. It's falling off in that direction. I'm fairly sure they land, but I really do not know how you tell where they are supposed to land. But that's our colored lens done. Next up, we need that infused glass. Now we have stardust. We need resonating gems. Fairly sure we don't have any of those to spare. Yeah, I didn't think so. So that's just aquamarine thrown onto that table. And we'll need 4 of those. Thrown onto the starlight infuser. We'll slap those through, and is that falling star disappeared? Yeah, it disappeared over the horizon. I've really got no idea how to track those down, because they do just pop in and out here. Got lucky, so we get to do it again. Now, our lovely table here is still nice and full. So are the actual pipes, the old Buildcraft pipes that we were using. We could upgrade that, I suppose, but I don't really think we need to. And we have burned out a little bit of the liquid starlight here. So we'll do that for the third, and then one more, and we should be good. I'll actually throw that here. There we go. And last but not least, will we be able to do it? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Containment Chalice is a multi-block thing. Looks like it has a recipe in the altar. Oh, is that so? Okay. So that is not a multi-block. I guess that was just done for vision's sake. Let's see. Marble. I think it's the middle. Yeah, there we go. And we'll go take more out of here. So let that flow in and fill that back up to the top. Okay, great. So we'll go store this this jerry can full of liquid starlight back in, and get onto crafting the infused glass. I would actually like a ton of this. I would like more than one so we could do this, but for right now we're going to focus on that observatory. Glass lens. We need the golden nuggets and the gold ingots. And we need ruined marble. So let's grab marble. And then it was 6. It said 6. There we go. And a lovely chisel. Go turn you into ruined marble. And throw you back in the pit. Next up we need gold nuggets and ingots. We'll actually need to cast out more gold ingots if we do end up needing those. I want to say it was 4. I think it was 4. Oh, hold on. We actually need to do this. We've totally skipped a step here. We don't actually have the infused glass yet. Let's go grab that Stardust out. Oh, which we're actually short on. Okay, let's forget about this. Let's go grind some stuff up. Go drop off of space. Deal with this spider. And a skeleton, apparently. How's our life points filling up? 3,800. Yeah, considering how little we tend to use that Visio mantle, I think just keeping it in our backpack will probably be enough for us to be set there. But we do need to go grab some nether quartz. Oh, you know what? We should have done that up there, right? Because the grindstone only works with the ore. That's why we didn't do it up there. We're smart. We are totally smart. Yep. Let's go take quartz. Nether quartz here. And that is ground up, right? Yeah, to make the nether quartz dust. Just throw that in there. Just to double check. Yeah, it is coming out. Shame we can't duplicate it, but that's still okay. And then we'll just need a few more of those. We'll probably do it while this is running. Go get it set. And over here, oh, we've accumulated some random bits and bobs. Let's sort these all over here so we know that we need them. And you, we need to turn into Stardust, if you would kindly. And we'll probably need that jerry can in a second here. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Jerry can. And 2. And honestly, I don't really feel like doing this continuously. I feel like just having this done would, for what we don't immediately need, would just be a bit annoying. So we just need the 2 for now. We'll go store these nether quartz dust for later, and we'll grab that stardust out that we need. And get this thing crafted, which we can do in the middle of the day because we are set here. So I believe it was like so. It was stardust. No, stardust on the inside. Resonating gems here. And I want to say that? Yeah, there we go. We'll just get that going. That'll give us some infused glass here. Okay, so got our infused glass for the recipe. Now we just need the rest of that. So we'll need nocturnal powder, illumination powder, stardust. So we will need to make more stardust, I guess. And then all of these. Oh, we'll actually need to make more glass lenses. So let's go pull that out. 2 more glass lenses. And then illumination powder. Okay, we do have enough of that. I think we needed 4 of that, if I can remember this correctly. Yeah, 4 nocturnal powder. Oh, we don't actually have any of that. We can turn you into nocturnal powder, right? Actually makes irradiant stars. That's a new one. Ah, here it is. Nocturnal powder, illumination powder surrounded by coal and black dye powder along with some lapis. We may have all of that. Save the black dye powder. Yeah, I didn't really think so. So we'll go get black dye powder. No more mantle to soar on, so we will have to make the trip by hoofing it over here. Oops. And check that over. I think that makes 4 nocturnal powder to 1 illumination powder. Oh, that's pretty good. That's not too bad then. Why am I going in here? I need to go grab a flower. You, I believe. Yep, 2 black dye powder. Throw that in there. Oh, and we should grab the crushed nether quartz out from there. That does... Yep, that sounds like it's done. Alright, and you surely are done? Yep, you are indeed. So let's get ourselves back up to the platform over here. Over here. And grab some coal. Some lapis. And we're good. Guess we can grab another illumination powder specifically for the recipe. I think that's it. Let's go throw them on here together. There we go. Oh, and it's super fast. So we've got our nocturnal powder for this. Grab you, stick you there, you there. Those will be our reagents for the actual crafting of this thing. And let's go turn these into more glass lenses for ourselves. We'll get that capped up. one did go bust here, and two. Sweet. Both of those. The rest of this nocturnal powder we can always store along with that black dye powder. And we need more stardust, which means we need more crushed quartz. And I think it was only two. Let's take a look at it. 1, 2, and none required in the recipe. So yeah, just the 2 should be good. Anything broken here? Yes. How are you doing? Still mostly full. Automating this wouldn't be half bad. I don't know if it would work, though. I think you'd have to set up probably a filtered hopper, and then reset the filter every time you wanted to make something in bulk, which wouldn't be the worst, especially once we get that... especially once we get that containment chalice. Since that is apparently a block. Yeah, here it is. Not too shabby. I'm amazed that it's not shown itself in the actual guidebook here. So there's definitely nowhere else it could go. I wish there was a search function in here. We've kind of just got to look through. I'm really astounded that it's not any of these other ones. It was more endgame, so I assumed it would be here. Oh, and it totally is. What am I talking about? Okay. Containment chalice. Yeah, I was looking for a huge multi-block. That was why it was not working. While the light well is functional, the small size of its basin could be problematic, especially considering how much liquid starlight the infuser works through. Some method of compressing stored liquids is needed. Owing to the nature of the celestial energies, an elegant method to contain and move liquid starlight and other liquids is needed. An idea to accomplish this that is inspired by the smaller shrines of the ancients may just work. Liquid starlight is highly energetic under compression. The resonating gems were required to keep everything in check. Fortunately, this also means that relocating a chalice without first removing the stored fluid will result in the fluid being dispersed into the ether. Fortunately, the chalice is able to draw liquid starlight from nearby light wells across the ethereal, though only the bottom seems safe to manually manipulate the contents of a chalice. Okay, if we're reading through the feathery language here, it seems like you can pump liquid starlight into the bottom. I think that's how that sounds. Containment does not prevent the fluid from seeking escape, and the ethereal tendrils of the fluid's essence will continue to explore near the chalice. These essences' tendrils may improve the infuser's absorptive performance. Essences of other fluids contained nearby seem far more ready to interact, much like the infuser. Fluid interactions will generate from nearby chalices containing appropriate liquids with slower loss than would be expected from raw liquids themselves. Oh, good God. There's a lot of very tone-setting, but very flowery language here. And my brain is having difficulty parsing through it all. Fluid interactions will generate from nearby chalices containing appropriate liquids with slower loss. Adding more resonating gems to counteract the escaping essence stabilizes the entire chalice, rendering it useless. A slight power boost in the form of redstone signal to a containing chalice suffices to prevent essence escape, however. So you can turn it on and off, I think is what's that saying, with a bit of redstone. I have the wiki open. It interacts with a 16-block radius of itself and can pull liquid starlight from light wells and will refuel starlight infusers. Can hold up to 24 buckets of starlight. Okay, that's not too bad then. I think I might try just piping it straight under. That may be the method of getting it to work. But we're getting pulled off track again. We're getting pulled off track. We need to go focus on our lovely observatory. So we should now have all the components. We've got the illumination powder, we have nocturnal, we have stardust. Right? We have stardust? Ah, let's see, it's over there. We should be able to get the recipe set up here. So it's like so, kind of a column forming down with some gold on either side. Got that in there. Oh, and we're missing the gold ingots themselves. And I believe that the gold required 4 ingots. Like that? No. Uh-oh. What are we missing here? Ruined. Yeah, that should be how that works. Oh, does it need to be under a particular constellation? Yes, it needs to be under whatever that is. So what constellation would that be? Kind of a 5-pointed prong constellation. Lucerna. Okay, so we'll need to go attune that. Is that in the sky tonight? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's go grab our... Ooh, what are they called? Just look this way. Spectral relays, perfect. So let's grab the paper out of here. Constellation paper. That was Lucerna, I believe we said. There it is. Throw that in our offhand so we can actually see what we're doing. Wham. Kablamo. Bippity boppity. Ooh. There we go. And now we just need to grab a crystal. When we want to use one of our better ones here, if we have anything in the 90s, which is a definite no, but we only need this for the actual crafting of the thing itself. Do we have any attuned crystals? Avitas, Visio, yeah, nothing to Lucerna yet. So let's go take these and throw them through. 99, a little small. Oh, you know what? Let's test this. Because these have been growing, haven't they? Totally forgot about this cycle. How many of these? 98. We may throw these for a different night. Save the attunement for a different night. Or do we just want to get a throwaway? Let's just use a throwaway here. Something with not so great purity. We don't care about size. I think I saw this 46 down here. Oh, kindly give that one back though. Let's... Oops. That did not work. Oh, yes it did. Perfect. And that'll be an attuned celestial crystal. Throw this back while we're waiting. Okay, perfect. Let's go break that so we don't get sucked in. Okay, and we have our attuned to Lucerna celestial crystal. There we go. Let's go make this thing. Oh, uh-oh. Spectral relays. We need more. Okay, so that needs illumination powder. We need stardust. More illumination powder. Nocturnal. Illumination. Stardust. Last illumination. probably the last nocturnal. There we go. We've got a lovely little angry rainbow. God, this is so pretty. I do love how this is set up in that way. This should hopefully, there we go, make ourselves an observatory. Lovely. So we've got this on this side of this. I suppose we might as well throw this. Oh God, that is massive. Throw this on that side of things. This does seem to have kind of the manual movement of things. So we do have to observe around. We're not seeing any unknown stars here, though. We're not seeing any unmarked star systems. Though I may just be missing something. We'll go all the way around. Yeah, I think we started off with the Shield constellation. I can't remember quite what it's called. Okay, well, we gave that one a shot. My God, is this thing massive. Oh, please let me out. Wow, it's actually got a hitbox. Oh, you actually have to, it's like a machine. You have to get your way out of it. We'll go through our... Oop, that's not actually in here. Go throw this crystal into the attuned crystals section, which is just our storage. We'll just have that in case we need it. And let's pull some more liquid starlight out of here. Oh, what the? How did a creeper get up here? What on earth? No. There's no bathing in the liquid starlight, sir. What the heck was that? We'll go fill these all up. Unfill that up. That is actually all of that flooded out. Yeah, that's not great. But we can go toss these in. Do we want to focus on cutting? Not quite yet. Oh God, don't toss it off the side, please. Luckily, we don't have to focus too much about them coming back to us, like we used to. We did end up not having iron armor anymore, which is great. Let's take a look at that containment chalice again. Just platinum, apparently, sooty marble, star metal, some resonating gems, and a whole lot of aquamarine. Oh, I've also missed a lot in chat. Apparently, if you make two, they can interact and make cool blocks. Water plus lava equals cobblestone, stone, or obsidian. Water plus starlight equals ice. Lava plus starlight equals sand or aquamarine shale. And a redstone signal stops this interaction with that specific chalice. Wait, what? You had at least two of them with 99% purity. Yeah, we've had some with decent purity. The issue is just that we have not had them cut. The cutting is not at 100% yet. And I wanted to make them a little bit bigger before we got to that point. Oh. Conveniently, they starting to pop out of this. I forgot that they didn't actually make a crystal when you did it like this. Are we all done? I think we are. Okay. How are we doing now? 600s. This one's max size. This needs to be cut a fair bit, though. That is cutting of 84. Nope, stop that, please. Oh God. Where's the nice one? Where'd the nice one go? Here it is. Near max size. Okay, away and grind. There we go, 100% cut and a fair purity. Honestly, I think these are all big enough that they won't disappear. There are a few 200s in there still, but they should hopefully stand up to a little bit of cutting here. Where has That crystal gone. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Celestial crystal go there. The uncut ones, you will go here. We'll start lining them up left to right. But we need to grind this down. That is 100. Perfect. Another 100. Stick you on there. $93. Yeah, and it does keep taking from that top slot. It's good. And we've got 100. That is a little close. 100 left for its size. We'll go do this for a little bit, though. Just so we can get all of these polished up just as they need to be. There we go. That way we won't have to worry about them becoming an issue later on. 99. Do wish I could turn that part of it off. It's getting a little annoying. I suppose we could throw them in our backpack temporarily. That would do the job. So it won't solve the problem with the other ones here. Oh, we lost one. Uh-oh. No. Okay. We were a little too overzealous with one of them. We'll do them in batches of 5 this time. There we go. 100. Stay. $82. And 100. Last 2. And some of these actually don't have great purity. I wonder where that's coming from. This one will at least have good cutting. And last but not least, this one, which is of a terrible purity. I'm actually not even sure why we're building this one up. But we'll at least get it done, get it settled. Honestly, I don't know about this. We actually need 40s. This is in the 40s. That's not great. But I do want some more liquid starlight here. You know, let's just let's store these for now. We will refill the pools here. Oh, and we're all out. Let's go take all these out. Regrow them all. There we go. There are our surviving members of the team. But we'll let that run. These spectral relays can go back away. I didn't realize that we would need quite so many for the rituals, so we may need to go and scavenge them if we ever do some attunement later. Maybe a good one split into 2. That could very much be the case, actually. That could definitely be it. God, this thing is massive, though. I'll just turn that around. Yeah, when you get out, you're still sitting in the chair, so it's a little buggy. Or maybe intended behavior, who knows. Let's... What do we do while we're waiting for that? Yeah, we might as well do this. So we need platinum, a whole bunch of aquamarine, star metal, city marble, and some more resonating gems. So we'll need 5 aquamarine for the actual thing, and then I think 2 resonating gems I saw at the bottom there. Yeah, 2 resonating gems. We'll get those pumped into here. That's one. Did we lose any? I am not seeing any. Perfect, and that'll be 2. And those are all done. Yeah, some of these not great. I think I just started growing whatever I had. I think I kind of gave up on making it special. It's not as though it's a difficult process. We got the both of these. Hey, still without any of that disappearing. Now, I don't actually know if we have any platinum smelted. Just a few. We'll need 4 of what we've got. We don't have a ton of that in reserve, but we'll take it. And then we definitely have star metal ore. Enough for this. We just get it set up like so. So, you resonating gems like that. Our platinum like this. Oh, God. Oh, no. Resonating gems out on the side. Platinum goes there. So like that. And then we just need that city marble. Which we have some extras of, lovely. Right. Okay, I think I messed that up somehow. But it is working now. And let's go get this thing crafted together. Pull out the aquamarine for wherever it happens to need it. I'm very happy that we can do this during the day. That is actually very nice. And last one. Over there. Perfect. Yeah, the star metal and city marble switched. Oh, okay. Luckily, it helps correct that for me with the auto inventory here, so we should hopefully get this down. Hey, there we go. We've got this. And is this... So this is not a multi-block, apparently. Able to draw from liquid starlight from nearby light wells across the ethereal, though only the bottom seems safe to manually manipulate the contents of a chalice. Not prevent the fluids from seeking escape. Okay, I think we're going to set it up like thus. So let's go find if we have any more fluid tanks. We do not. We'll actually go make another one of those. Mostly because I am kind of sick of using these ones. They're not stellar. We'll go and set this up on the far side of here, I think. Get this out of the way. And we need some scaffolding blocks. Let's just grab some cobblestone. We'll just put that right outside of here. With a little gap in between. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate this actually a little bit up. So that there. Yeah, that should work. It should go right up here. We will keep these for scaffolding for just a moment. And on top of it, we'll go light wells. These will be where some light wells are positioned. Yes. So we'll go grab some of the light wells we already have. We'll go destroy this area here. And... oh, no. Didn't quite want that. Oh, well. I think that did actually fall to earth because we didn't have iron on. We'll just do 2 to start with. We'll go and slap those here and here. That'll be good. I probably should have kept this one, actually. So from there, for these Buildcraft engines, redstone engines, back in, because we are not going to use those. We'll be using cyclic pipes. Thank you very much. Actually, even before we do that, let's go run back to base real fast. We're going to build another one of those extra large build some extra large tanks here, and that will require yet more iron being stamped into shape, as well as some gold. Throw the iron in first, though. Oh, and I almost forgot to double check whether that was actually plates. I am a man of habit, so we are luckily safe, but sun is a start after all. Oh, the sun is a star. Yes, you are correct. Sun is technically starlight. I think the issue with the sun being a star, at least in the mods version of events, is that the sun is too bright to actually access its powers without going blind or something. I don't know. Beats me. We'll go grab some glass. We'll go. I think it's surrounded like this, right? No, it must be just that. There we go. I really should have just done this manually. There we go. Throw these all together to make a normal fluid tank. Grab these out and surround to make a large fluid tank. We'll have that for storage instead of these little tanks. Even with the, what was it, 3 that we had in the other one, this will hold way more liquid starlight, and having excess liquid starlight is never a bad thing. So we will go throw that in here. There we go. I'm going to assume that I picked that up. Then we'll go grab those cyclic pipes. I think we actually just need these fluid extraction cables. Place them like so, and ooh, this may connect up kind of odd. Nope, that actually worked. And get that pumped in. So we'll actually put in some liquid starlight here. Here we go. Some liquid starlight. Oh, right. Oh. Okay, so that's already in here. Yeah, that is fully fledged. Let's go pull out as much from here, I guess, as we can. Hopefully this will be able to fill the buffer. That should be 10 in there. I just want a little bit in here so it's not pulling anything out. That'll be 20. This will go 24. That should fill up the maximum. And then we just have to fill up the cyclic pipe, which we may or may not have the ability to do. There we go. And we'll lock that to liquid starlight so we don't get anything else in there. Now these, when they fill up, which we will go and, oh god, go and do in just a second here by pulling out these 40 purity crystals. Slap them on top. This should, there we go, pump in all the liquid starlight and give us excess. And I think the issues we were having with these ones over here is that the crystals always pull in liquid starlight. They're always active. They are always going to result in liquid starlight gain, but the tank actually maxed out pretty commonly. The tank was overfilling, effectively, pretty much every single time. And so we didn't actually end up getting any. And the rock crystals would break. We'll also Going to the observatory. You look like something. Let's pull out that book. Constellations. Which ones don't we have? Shoot, I've forgotten. Ulteria. We've got Horologium? No, we don't actually have Horologium. Pelotrio, Ulteria, Pelotria. I think Horologium. Oryx, Alcara. And let's see, how many stars did this have? It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 stars means this has 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Already got Fornax, already got Octans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be Pelotrio. Could be Voryx, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not Voryx. Maybe Alcara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I think it might be Pelotrio. Yeah, I think it might be Pelotrio. So let's just double take. Look at that. Kind of a P with a scarf coming off of it. Let's try to give that a shot. So you. Oh no, that's not Pelotrio. What is that then? I guess it has to be Alcara, right? Or it could be Gelu. That's just 2 triangles. Let's try Gelu. That was like this? And like that? No. No, I think I've done that wrong. Ah, God, this is difficult. I can't quite keep them in my head either. No, facing the other way. Okay, I do think it is Gelu. So like that. I've done the same thing again. Arrows pointing outward, so like that. Right? Oh, good God. Okay. Galu. Da-da. Da-da. Okay. Da-da. Da-da. Not that one. Da-da. Da-da. Hey, we did it. Okay. Oh, finally. Hey, and we got another one. That has 5 stars. Which ones had 5 stars? We did mark that one of them. Ulteria does. Let's try to do Ulteria, hopefully before the sun rises. Like that. There we go. That's Ulteria. And looking around here. That looks like all of them. Okay, so we got 2 more at least done. So let's look at that. We got Galu. Cold Depths of the Astral seems a perfect match for this chilly constellation's supernatural powers. So this apparently gives feather falling, just reading through the language here. Feather falling, Frostwalker, and Unbreaking, as well as makes fire resistance potions. I want to say that's how that works. Okay, that's neat. And what does Ulteria do? The light of this constellation endures. Even across the vast distances, it travels like an unstoppable otherworldly juggernaut. So that is going to be... Oh, maybe that's going to be unbreakable. What? Why is there so much flowery language here? Maybe that's resistance? Like a protection, maybe? I'm not quite sure. But we got 2 of those. We got 2 of those at the very least. We will also go grab our crystals here. They should be all done. There we go. These are going great. Some of them, at least. Some of them have a ways to go. Can we throw you in here? There we go. Whoops. And those will just keep generating. That's actually great. We will... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we only have 8, right? Yeah, 8. We will actually migrate the whole table over here, I think. So, you, Gokin, okay. We will get the other 2 of these moved. Ah, okay. At least it came back to me. And we'll plug that hole. That'll actually open the space up a little bit more. Because we did not necessarily need all of this. Stuck in the middle of things. Grab those extraction cables, just 2 more. Hold on a second. No, we'll actually take a pipe too. This is going to be a little odd. This should work, right? Yeah, I think this should work. So we're going to have to go around to the other side, just so we have access to the actual table, or the actual fluid collector system. We'll go rebathe all of those, I suppose. Keep that growing. Oops. Oops, uh-oh. In. Okay, those should all be bathing. And we'll go and throw this on the back side of here. We will need to scaffold out to get. There we go. So you go on the back side. I hope that is not pulled it out. Okay, that is still going up. Perfect. We'll actually need to scaffold this. So 1 and... Suppose I can do it off of here. 2. That'll be where the light wells go. Come back. No. Okay. Then we'll take the fluid extraction tables, or cables, and line that up that way. And that should go, those should all be going in. And we can go grab some more non-nice celestial crystals and go throw them in there. I think I saw 60-something there, 53, that'll do 58. There it is. You all can get sacrificed in the glory of making more of that. Lovely. And now that's filling up at a fantastic rate. So that'll give us even more of a buffer for liquid starlight, which will just be great. That'll be fantastic. This jerry can is now emptied of it. I suppose we could fill that up, even if we don't really need it anymore. And throw that in storage, just in case we happen to need that for any reasons. And all of these are back to existing. There we go, we've got a maxed out one. Stick you down there, yeah? Yeah, like that. The rest of these, I'll still have to go back in. And I guess that's why we took the jerry can. Because we knew we'd need it, even though we did not actually undertake the actions that would suggest we knew we needed it. Okay, we'll keep those growing. So we've got that, which is fantastic. This should alleviate the worries of this table a little bit more. That should be not too much of a problem. Now beyond that, whoa, what is this? Ever-shifting fountain. While liquid starlight is a much more manageable and condensed form of the chaotic energies, the chaotic starlight energies, its condensed form is also rather inert. Releasing the stored energy in a controlled manner may allow for some useful channeling. Building a device to contain the stresses of such a release will require the new crafting altar. Even still, shaping the release of those energies without destroying the device will need a focus ring, building on the starlight flow principles used for crafting altars. Anything placed within the ring is likely to see obliteration from chaotic energies, though. Huh. So it operates on liquid starlight, so there's no view of the sky necessary. Apparently converts it back to pure starlight energy. Only by providing the liquid starlight from a chalice directly. My goodness, I have no idea what this does. Aromatic Prime. There's so much flowery language in this. Getting through this is like reading a philosophy book. It's just tiresome for the brain. I may have gotten a little too brained out here, I'm thinking. So I may want to... Ooh, want attunement to Avitas. Okay, so that's just a kind of water walking frost walker, but in air. This is extra mining. That sounds like excavation, kind of, for the Evorcia one. This one makes you smack harder, the more you smack. And Armara is used as a shield. Okay, but we've got a few more wand attunements. I think we're going to step away from this, though, because my brain is thoroughly starlit out. It's too much flowery language. I can't read through that book anymore without my brain going kaput. So I think... Do we go back to this? Probably could. Oh god, our pigs are in dire straits here. Let's go grab our sacrificial dagger. Dagger of sacrifice. There we go. Let's go grab that. And beat up some pigs here, I think. And we'll, right, we store that resonating wand away for later. We'll grab one of you. Good god, that is inhumane. We'll go turn this off for the time being. Because it is really going overboard. We'll also grab some carrots out of here. Since that is also filled up. Wow. Quite a bit. What happened to our dirt? Let's go pick that up. Thinking I need to go and get a carrot drawer if I don't already have one. I would assume that that means that this too... Oh no, that one's actually totally fine. So I wonder what's going on there. I guess these guys just aren't producing as exponentially as these ones. We paused you, right? Okay, good, we did. We'll leave them in there for a little bit until we need their blood. Let's go double check, though, that we have a drawer for carrots. Because if we don't, then we are having problems. We do. Okay, excellent. And they are just doing the things that carrots do. We'll go and throw all these back. We could probably throw the cobblestone back, actually. We're not really using that anymore. And back into the Sanguine Scientium. We've gotten all over the place. We could... I think we might try putting together some water and lava sigils. We probably won't use them. They are a little too expensive with the LP network, unless we get some automatic culling up together to gain more LP kind of consistently, but I think we should be good to go and make them. So water sigil. Here we go. That is a water regent with some blank slate, and that is made with sugar and 2 water buckets, along with a little demonic will, and that uses 3 will and has a minimum of 10. Let's go throw that together inside the forge, assuming we have sugar, which we do not. We actually don't even have sugar cane producing. I will go grab... We have a garden cloche in here. There we go. It has the stuff. So we can throw that into our network. We'll just grind up one of these. And let's pull out our lovely apple pie. Since I believe... Yeah, we're not receiving the benefits from that anymore. But we'll go grind this up in the mill. Throw you back on. And that'll make a sigil of sacrifice. Or a sigil of water, rather. Now, let's go see what the lava one wants. Lava bucket, redstone, cobblestone, and a block of coal. All doable. Very doable. I'm kind of interested in looking into some of these. Transposition, teleposition. I have no idea what the difference between the 2 of those are. Yeah, they are neat, though. We'll grab you and add that 1 sugar to our network. And where are those water buckets? We've got 1, I guess. So we got more here. Yeah, we'll just do that. We can go throw these together in here. Water, water, and sugar, along with some... Oops, that's... blood magic. There we go. The tartaric gems. We'll just use this one here. Alright, you, come get me. And we'll actually start using that sentient sword. Alright, we got ourselves a water region. And it gave the buckets back. Lovely. We'll toss one of them back in the pile. And actually go and run to here, to the bit here. We'll get that done. We do need a jerry can to go continue emptying this out. We're finally using our tinker sink. And that'll probably be good. Okay. But this should have quite a bit of creosote oil in here. We could always void it out, of course, but we might as well store a fair bit of it just in case we need it for something. But let's go grab that demonic will. We do have that bucket. Let's go grab our demonic will out of there. Well, I suppose we'll be using it for the lava anyway. We'll go get everything but block of coal. Do we have any blocks of coal? I don't think we do. Low-grade charcoal, not the blocks of coal, unfortunately. So we'll just get 9 of those and feed them through the machine. stick you on. And a block of coal should come out of there. Sweet. That should provide us with everything we need here. There's a bit of a downpour. What I did want to do, which I was moderately forgetting, is I wanted to get this sword enchanted up. So I wanted to... Whoops, not here. Get this enchanted so that it had all of those enchantments that we were looking for. Ah, right, and I remember the issue with that is that we don't actually have some of the constellations required for the maximum enchantment of the sword that we want. So we'll keep it out for now, so since we do want to fill up our Tartaric gems. We do need some cobblestone. So slap that down. We want a lava bucket. We've got that coal block. And last but not least, redstone. Got some redstone here. And lava, redstone, cobblestone, coal. Lava, redstone, coal, and cobblestone. And that'll feed all the way through. And we'll have both of these regions. And so we actually need to throw these into an alchemical array. And so that just needs the water region, and these need the lava region, and they just need blank slate on top of that. So more stone is getting fed through. Up here. So that'll drain some of the blood out of here. Honestly, kind of hoping to do that at this point. We are well and stocked up on blood reserves for a while. There we go. That's both of those. We'll go and take a pig and help it achieve its dreams. Assuming, of course, that its dreams are filling up our blood altar. Oh, hello. Oh god, we are being thrown around by those pigs. Yeah, we should never fall into there. They may actually crush us to death. We'll get this topped up so we can solve that problem a little bit. Looks like there's still a little bit more to give. Come on, I just need to grab one of you. And is that topped up? I think it's... Well, we can grab the divination sigil and see. Yep, it is totally topped off. We'll go and store that. We'll store all of these as well. And let's grab that alchemical dust. That's what it was called, right? Arcane ashes, there we go. And make ourselves some fancy sigils here. There's one of those. We'll do the water first. Which I'm going to assume... Okay, that did not work out as intended. Maybe we need to do it with the blank slate first. No, that doesn't seem to work either. How the heck is this done? So, what have we done with this before? We made the divination sigil. We slapped redstone into there. And the blank slate on later. But it did change when we put redstone on. So I wonder what's different this time. Go and deal with him. I guess if we're following that logic, the water region has to go for the blank slate. Maybe it's the rain. That might do it. Let's go indoors and do some alchemy. So, slap down our transmutation circle. Slap down the water region. That didn't change it at all. Oh, right. Do we need to toss that on? No? Okay, now it's working. So I think it was actually the rain. That'll change its shape now, and it'll do the neat little animation. Yeah, that looks pretty neat. And hey, we've got a water sigil. So if we ever want to make ourselves some water, we have the ability to do so. Next up, the lava region. Yeah, that's got a different symbol because it's lava too. God, that's just neat. I love little details like that because there were actually alchemical symbols for various elements, stuff like water and probably not lava, but still, it's pretty neat. We've got that down at least. It is quite the thunderstorm out here. We may as well go hunting to top off our LP. We can go grab this Tartaric gem. This one's not quite full, but we'll go and take care of some things. I actually don't know what it's filling up here. We'll just spend a day hunting. How about that? Just to fill up our Tartaric gems. Ooh, ow. And I may end up settling for modest enchantments rather than the whole suite that I'm looking for the sword, depending on how close it gets to actually breaking. Oh god. Okay. A little close. We made it though. Uh-oh. I think I threw the lava sigil. We don't actually need that, so we may as well throw that back, along with the divination sigil, actually, now that I think about it. So we'll just keep on hunting here. That too tall flower almost scared the ever-living daylights out of me. Thought for sure that was a creeper or something. Sword isn't quite as good as our Manuelin one, but it does still do the trick. Could fight some Shoggoths, maybe. Those have a lot of health. I think this one is actually cleared out, though, this cave. Ah, not quite. We can do a little combat here. Oh, dropping Demonic Will. Okay, that means we are actually done with fighting to fill up our Tartaric gems. If it's dropping Demonic Will, that means it's no longer being sucked into the gems, the power there. It's not being sucked into the gems. So we'll go and throw these back. Whoa. God, there's a lot of things out here. They're spawning in the middle of the day, too. Arcane Ashes can go back. Dagger of Sacrifice, maybe. I actually don't know. Where did our Demonic Will go? Did we throw that back in there? No, that's gone. Maybe it went into the sword. Yeah, because these are all full. Interesting. Maybe we didn't pick it up. No, that Enderman's not having a good time. We'll take a quick break here on top of this platform. We do know that enemies can't really get us here, except for the spiders, I suppose. Let's go and... there we go. Have that all full up. So now we can see that that is a 10,000 out of 10,000 life points, so that'll not take any more. It's got a decent amount of protection. It's not as great as our Visio Mantle, but it'll have to do. Since we are using it for the other benefits that it gives. So now that we're done hunting here, let's go check out this. What else should we move on to? Lava crystal, that is just for smelting, and we are already doing... that is for furnace smelting, and we are already using the smeltery and a grill if we want to do traditional furnace smelting. We're already using those, so we really don't need the lava crystal. Got the Apprentice Blood Ore, we've got the Dagger of Sacrifice. We could go for extra runes here. That may not do too terribly. Sigil of Holding. Can hold up to 5 other sigils. Oh, it actually blew me off. Uh-oh. Yeah, so Demonic Will getting sucked up. This is at 119 out of something. Let's see if it heals this up. So I'll not pick that up for a second. That's Demonic Will. Okay, this is at 99. Pick that up. Still at 99. So I'm not exactly sure where this Demonic Will is going. It must be going into this Tartaric Gem? It's not full, but I'm actually not sure why it isn't full. I swear that that was at 256 just a second ago. Is that using up? Ah, God, I don't know. Well, that is a question for later. More diamond swords for us to pick up and turn back into diamond proper. Let's keep reading though. Let's go back up here. I think this is a little bit safer. But a sigil of holding, which is apparently H, will actually have the ability to sigil holding the alchemy table with a die, or the sigil with a name tag with the color that you want. Okay. 256. Ow. Oh yeah, so that actually does go down when you use the sword, and then it pops back up when you collect it. Okay. So we know exactly why that was disappearing. We'll actually stop using the sword then, because these are all full. And that needs to be greatly repaired. But a sigil of holding seems like the next best option here, just so we don't have to keep tossing everything in. So that would be here. And that's a holding region. That is any chest, any leather, and then string, along with some Tartaric gem here, to go and make that holding region. And then I'm assuming that this holding region, it's used with reinforced slate to go and make the sigil of holding. And that'll be able to hold all of our other sigils, so we'll only have to pull out one out, instead of having to look through here for all of them. Let's go get that made. So what did we say that needed? That needed a chest. Needed some string. And it needed leather. Okay. Slap that in here. I think it was the chest first, the leather, and then the string. Throw our Tartaric gem. And we get that holding region. And we'll need to fix this back up, which will, of course, necessitate using that sentient sword. Man, I really wish... Maybe we'll just throw mending on it. Maybe we'll just throw mending on it for now. I would love to get all of those enchantments settled together, though. But we do have to wait till night. Oh, no, we don't have to wait till night. There we go. How are we going to get up this? I guess we're going to do the old-fashioned route. Or no, we can actually just pop up using the resonating wand. This should do effectively the same thing. Oh, just better. There we go. Skip a couple platforms. What just happened? So what we have down there is a... I think imperfect ritual stone, right down there. That is an imperfect ritual stone, and on top of it is a lapis block. When I right-click that, it'll actually set the time to nighttime. It's effectively a bed that lets you sleep till the night, as opposed to sleeping through the night to the day. So that's pretty sweet. It looks like it is a... waxing half moon? Waning half moon? Not quite sure. But we will go do some stars again. Aha! Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars. So what in the Astral Tome? Oops, that is not the right one. What has 6 stars undiscovered? Oh, we have discovered that. Horlogium has 3, 4, 5. Octans has been discovered. Pelotrio? Yeah, that has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the P, the Scarf Sigil. So let's see if that works. No, that doesn't look quite right. What else is there? Got Gelu, we've got Butez. Mineralus is all good. Vorux, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That has 7. Alcara, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that one also hasn't been discovered. So yeah, it's going to be Alcara, which is a Y with like a tail coming off of it. Ooh, if we can find the bloody thing. Uh-oh. Where did it go? There it is. So that is a Y with a tail. There we go. We got Alcara. And I think that is the only, the only one in the sky tonight. Okay. Well, we at least found one more. And Alcara, I actually believe, is the one that we needed for sharpness, is it not? Alcara, yes. All things in the universe have their own subtle harmony to it. The light of this constellation corrupts those vibrations, twisting them to other ends. Ooh. So this seems to be... Wow, what the heck? Okay, so... Just listening to the descriptions here... Cause blocks to more easily separate from their surrounding. Fish of the sea are drawn to them. An invisibility potion, I think. Yeah, we can't really look it up through anywhere else but the Astral Tome. I'm pretty sure... I swear that Alcara was used for something. Let me go check my notes here. Oh, that's used for Sweeping Edge. Okay. That sort of makes sense. That makes a very, very broad sort of sense. We did get another full crystal here. You. We've got those two. We'll just need another 6 more. What's this going? Three, 4, 5. Oops, it's all out. This is filling up nicely. Oh, but we've lost 2 crystals from the array. 60s. Got some in the 60s here. Do we have any worse, though? 70s. 69. So I actually think 61. Whoa. No. 61, 64. Those are actually some of our worst ones here. Ah, no. Okay, back down to the bottom. Let's get the heck out of here, though. Ooh, ow. This is a fair bit more powerful than the slime sling. So we can actually make it to the top, assuming we don't mess up, in just about 2 bounces. But we will take the 2 of these and throw them in. For Starlight. 78. No, thank you. 64. That's what we want. And, oh, we're missing another one. Okay, we did see another 60 in the chest, so we'll go grab that one. We did see another 60 in the chest, right? 69, there we go. Okay, let's fill this up. Let that keep going. That is still filling up. Nice and plentifully. We got 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we actually only got 4 left. Okay. Well, we'll have 1 to spare again. There we go. And we'll let those keep growing. But I really, I wonder, can I quickly cycle between days, between nights, by sleeping until morning, running back using the imperfect ritual stone over there to set it to night? Will that actually cycle to a new light? So new night. So last night it was a half moon. I actually don't know if this uses life points. Imperfect ritual stone. Does it actually have anything in here? So ritual stones. Containment, living evolution. Wonder which ritual this actually is. Okay, ritual stones, yada yada yada. Oh god. You're kidding. You're kidding. Oh, for the love of... Okay, well, there goes our imperfect ritual stone. I guess we gotta make another one of those blasted things. I cannot believe that happened. Really? Oh, God. What a pain. Okay, let's go grab some more dirt. I guess we've learned the reason buildings were invented. Where's that dirt gone? Oh, I already threw it back. So what do we need for that? Imperfect ritual stone. We need obsidian, stone, and a blood orb. And we've already got that. At least it's not expensive. We've got another imperfect ritual stone. We don't have any more blacks of lapis, though. So we'll have to go and do that. Maybe we build this building. I was thinking that the altar is too big for that to actually be a thing. For us to actually make a building with it contained, but this may just be a gigantic building. Step away for 2 seconds and immediately hear a creeper explosion. What happened? Well, they blew up our imperfect ritual stone. So we've got to make another one. We've got to make another lapis block. That's 9 AU. And throw that in. And that will be our lapis block back, at least. And the plate on there? Yeah, okay. At least our nutrition is back up to normal. I do believe that it is a 17 by 17, I think, somewhere I read, was the maximum size of the altar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, this is gonna be a little too big. We may not get there. We may not get there anyway. But we'll keep putting everything back here. Slap that imperfect ritual stone down. We'll just land it up here. Sure. There. Nighttime. And back up, please. There's one, and there is going to be... Ow! Not two. Oh, God. Okay. There we go. We're back up. This is... Yeah, that's a different night. That is different moon, which means there are different stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is definitely going to be... what was it? Borax. M with like 2 points coming off the right hand most stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's get that back. And M. Like this. There we go. There's that. And that looks to be the only new star in the sky tonight. All right, but we have determined we can choose this, which is great. These are going slowly, honestly. Not going too fast, but at least they're moving. Go and throw them back in. And run to sleep the night away again. $17 diameter, not radius. Okay, so that equates to 16 radius? No. 16 diameter divided by 2 with a center, so 8 radius. 8 in radius. Alright, well that's good to know. That'll make the calculations a little easier here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that comes out to here. Perfect. That's good to know. And then coming out to here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's that side. So we'll actually go and remark things out. So I think that'll be one more than I've actually got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And out there. Okay, so that's much more doable. We can build a building, right? That takes advantage of this. In fact, we should be able to move all of this elsewhere. Let's go and do that. So we'll move you all in so we can actually construct something here. This will be the edge, so make a 3-wide exterior ring. Let's start slapping things in the corners, actually. So here, and then the wall will go here. That'll be our ritual stone. You can slap that right next to the incense altar. Oh, actually we need to move that one up. Need to put those cobblestone down. And on the other side, our Hellfire Forge. Didn't we have a alchemical table? I swear we used to have one in here. Maybe we just didn't transport that one across. Is there still something left in here? No, this is all gone. So where did that table go? Did we move it into one of the other buildings? Did it get blown up at some point? Pretty sure I didn't put anything eldritch in my house. We do need to empty out this creosote oil some more, I'm noticing. There we go, and that's fine. chemical table down here, perhaps. No, these all are machines. This machine isn't doing anything. I can actually stick some... Oh, did this actually finish? There we go. All of that charcoal that we wanted to get done. That'll be that. I'll put away. We still have this region. So we should probably go grab that. Arcane Ash. And what was it? A blank slate, I think it is. For that Sigil of Holding. Before we do this, though, can we throw wheat into Crusher? We can. And the industrial mill does exactly the same thing. So let's go grab some more wheat. We'll make some more flour, because we are almost out of apple pie here. Oops, wheat. Apparently, since we have 2 flour just sitting around. There we go, we'll just stick that in there. And that will get that going. We actually need sugar, don't we? -1. Oh no, this we actually need a half stack of this, because that doubles it. Right? Yeah, it doubles it. But we'll let that run. And we may stop using apple pie. I'm kind of sick of the lack that it gets. Oh, you know what? We're in age 5 now. Oh, we might be able to make way better foods. Corrupted chorus fruit. Do we have anything that we can get all of it on? Supremium apple? Oh, okay. So that's Supremium, those ore stuff that we've been seeing in the Tinker's book for a while that we've never seen before. We now have access to that. It looks a little overpowered, though. A little bit much, especially since we have no idea where they come from. You're kidding me. There's still no food. Man. There's still no food that actually makes all of the types of food, covers all of the type of nutrients. That sucks. That just absolutely blows. Grain is the next rarest thing. Cup of coffee. Huh. Cup of Joe apparently is covered by that. Is there anything better than the pizza now, though? For the rest of coverage. The hearty stew, obviously. Yeah, there's still nothing. I cannot believe we are at the final age and there's nothing that covers every food group. Ah, well, I guess we'll keep going back. But I was thinking, instead of doing apple pie, we'd move back to either pumpkin or melon pie. And I think the melon pie is the better one. Yeah. Because it's effectively the same thing. We just have to go through the extra process of making the melons into these melon slices, I guess? Melon into melon. But we've already got all that. And since we are not farming manually, we have the garden cloches. We can go and do that pretty easily. What do we have in here for instance? We have hemp. Maybe we'll just make a new garden cloche and stick it on the end here. It might be better. But we'll go make ourselves some blank slate, because we did pause that to go and think about food. We'll go and grab some stone for that. Just got to let that fill up. I wonder what runes there are. Rune. Acceleration. Okay, so we can actually make this faster. I would be concerned about missing something. Charging rune. Orb, augmented capacity. I'd assume capacity is just increasing the amount of blood you can store in here, and augmented capacity is probably just increased amounts of that. No idea what displacement is. Efficiency, speed. What? So, how is speed different than acceleration then? What? Okay, but we can effectively, what I was thinking was changing out some of these to make it a little bit better. Maybe we'll just throw on some more runes of sacrifice. But for now, we'll go and throw those arcane ashes down on the ground. We'll throw the regent in and throw blank slate on top. I'm sorry, that's how that works, right? Oh, reinforced slate, right, so this needs to actually go back on there. Blank slate, one more step, and then reinforced slate. And we'll be able to take some of you guys out. Don't worry, we'll fix you guys right up. Come on, you can do it. There we go. That's reinforced slate. So again, you. Work in progress. They didn't quite have the the image for this one. There we go. We've got our sigil of holding here. So we'll go pull out all of our current sigils. I assume... How do we... H to modify. H? Uh-oh. That does not seem right. So category of blood magic. Open sigil of holding. H. Okay, so why is that not activating? Sigil of holding. Anchor. Module manager. Feat mode switch? Okay, I guess we can rebind this. Looking for blood magic again. Shift minus, shift equals. What about shift? Ooh. What if we set it to like that? There we go. That'll work. That is the minus key on our numpad. So now, there we go. We can switch that. And stick all these in. And now we have those all in one spot here. Which is great. And actually, since it does not take up that much space, we'll just store that in there. Might as well. But that has drained a little bit of life essence out of here. We'll go and stick you on top. Give you a firm smacking. Oops. And do that for a few more, assuming we can grab one out of the pile there. Pile up. And you know what? Let's pull out that sigil of holding here. So we want not water, not lava. There we go, you. So we know how much we have left. Keep all those out. Uh-oh, what have I done? Oh, I think, hold up. Equals. Organize, what is it, inventory? One of these. Inventory sorting is equals. So switching through that is actually going to mess that up. Let's rebind that to multiply. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So that should no longer mess up my inventory whenever I have to switch through everything. Unfortunately, that will mean we have to resort everything in here, which is not what I was intending to do. Stick these back. You can go up here. You can go there. Good God. And the liquid starlight. I suppose we can keep that out for now. We're going to head up there, I'm sure, in no time. Okay. I think that's estimatably rearranged. Just about. But let's go grab more pig and do more sacrificing. And we can check out the divination. There we go. That's full up. So there we go. Not too bad. And these guys hopefully should not be breeding anymore. Yeah, that's still paused. So hopefully their terrible situation will not get much worse. These guys are still doing great, though. They're doing fantastically. Even if the essence is not doing so hot. How's this coming along? It's not running too much. Apparently bats have gotten stuck in here. Yeah, I didn't expect this to run too terribly much. I did... Yeah, that is still present. It's actually converting the cobblestone around it into this moss stone, which is pretty neat. But I think I'll keep a hole there, actually. I think I'll keep a hole so we can see what's going on. Maybe just like that, so it's kind of at a diagonal. So they hopefully won't be able to hit us. That'll give us the visuals to see what's going on. This is going to hopefully continue collecting. I don't really know how it's going to spawn all that much. Oh, and our Petty Tartaric Gem is done. It's also nighttime. Throw you away, take you out. We were too far away. All right. Need to check our stars here. Unless this is the same night. I actually have no idea if this is the same night we came from. The M is still there, so signs would point to yes. Do we actually look at what the M was for, what that was tied to? Whoops. Vorix. Invokes rage and aggression. And that best defense is aggressive offense for wielders of equipment. Potions are nicknamed Liquid Courage. I have no idea what this does. Some of these descriptions are getting a little difficult to understand. But I suppose at least we have that one. We've only got a few more to go. Horologium being one of them, so we'll have to figure out exactly what that's going to be like. This is filling up at a fantastic rate. I think I'm just going to let these ones burn out. We don't really need too much in them. We don't need to keep adding when it's just going to affect us in that way. There we go, and we'll take care of him. But we can keep looking into this. So, rituals and whatnot. We've already done all the sigils. We can do more runes. We've done the sigil of holding. Air sigil. This seems like another wand. That seems like another one of these resonating wands attuned to Visio. The air sigil does. The void sigil apparently destroys liquid sources. Sigils of the Green Grove. That is similar to Avitas, where it'll grow plants around me. Or, so it should seem. Unfortunately, this will use life points. Or, yeah, life points, I think they're called. To go and do the same effect, which it means it is significantly less useful. Sigil of the Fast Miner. Which applies haste 2 and a little bit of magnetism. Oh, no, it just makes you mine obsidian faster. Then Seer's Sigil. Okay, and that'll give... this one is maybe one we want to get. This will give more background information about the altar. So it gives... It's an upgrade to the Divination Sigil, sure. Gives... whoops. Speed of the altar, current life points, current progress of the crafted item, and then info about the soul network. The soul network is one of those things that I'm still really not sure about how it works. Because it does definitely affect us. The soul network is definitely being used, but does it just pull from the altar? What's the range? Does it pull from multiple altars if we have multiple altars? Really not sure, but we were going to want the Seer Sigil anyway. Reinforced slate, a sight regent. That actually uses the Divination Sigil as a component of it. We need a block of glass and some glowstone dust. And a minimum of 64 will. So we'll actually have to use the Petty Tartaric Gem that is full instead of the one that is empty. So let's go do it. Let's go open this up. We'll pull out that Divination Sigil. We need to get ourselves to... well, 1 glowstone and 2 glass. And throw them together in here. So I believe the glowstone was at the end. Glass went like so, and the Divination Sigil was like that. There we go. And we'll stick that in. It will drain nothing, but it required a full 64 here. That'll make the sight reagent. And we need some reinforced slate to top that off, which means more stones sent through the altar. And we can actually just leave this in. I suppose we could also always pull it out and stick it back in just to make sure that it was functioning all right. I may stick 1 or 2 speeds on here. It's not slow, mind, but it is a little timely. Just take a little bit of time. Go grab some pigs here. Oh, right. I should probably wait till that's done. There we go. There's that. Stick you on. And I'm going to say that's not quite full. That looks significantly more full. But we should be able to slap down these arcane ashes, throw the sight reagent in, and throw the reinforced slate on top. And that is not a work in progress. That is an eye if ever I've seen one. Look at that thing. God, I love the animations and the visual work they put into this mod. That will be that. We'll be able to modify this by throwing it... Oops, throwing this in that slot. So what does this tell me? A little bit more. It's inactive. It has 9,500 buckets in it. What are the other bits of this mean? It's tier 3, and there's a bucket with 5 on it, and something with 0. What did that say? LP, current progress, information about the soul network. So that must have something to do with the soul network. So if we go and check this out, the blood mage becomes more powerful. The strength of their soul increases and thickens these bonds. These connections are ethereal strands of the soul, and only the most powerful of blood magi are able to see these in their physical form. To date, no mage has attained this ability. So it is directly tied to the player. And it only ever has a single network. The LP placed in the network is not stored in any item, but is instead placed and drawn from a single pool. Okay, but that does not tell me what these extra bits of information are. 5 buckets pouring downwards. No idea what that is. And then there's like a block that I don't understand. Maybe that is some type of rune? Take a look at the runes. Charging rune. Maybe that's what that is? I don't know. But it's good that we have that. That's basically an upgrade to what we currently have. We've got tier 3. We could go make a magician blood orb. So apparently, it takes 25,000 life points to go and craft, which means we will have to increase this, either increase this or with runes on the side, or we can just keep sacrificing pigs while it's in the running. I think I want to have more anyway. So if we check, whoops, check on the runes here. So where are those? Runes of acceleration, compression, augmented capacity. Functions similarly to the rune of capacity. However, multiple runes on the same altar will begin to resonate with each other, increasing the capacity exponentially. The more there are, one rune by itself will apply a 10% increase to the capacity. However, this functions multiplicatively with the other runes of augmented capacity. There are 2, it's 21. 3 is 33.1. Does not stack with the rune of capacity, means you're only getting a plus 2,000 life points per rune. Okay, so that is augmented capacity. Where is normal capacity? Here it is, rune of capacity. So this increases it by 2,000 flat. There's some sort of resonant effect that decreases the volume of the LP, therefore allowing you to pack more into the static basin. It does give you an idea how to improve it further. Okay, so that we should probably try to skip the rune of capacity, go straight to the rune of advanced or augmented capacity. So this is lots of buckets, blank runes, imbued slate, which is another step on reinforced slate. And that's about that. And so if I wanted to do that, how much extra do we need? So if we are planning on eventually bringing this all to this stuff, these augmented capacity, that just requires obsidian demonic slate, which is imbued slate, slapped on there. Oh, but that needs 15,000 each. So we will need at least a little bit of capacity to get that going. I'm thinking we throw 5 on. That'll add 10,000 flat. And then when we have that much, we should be able to do these without doing anything. We'll make all of these demonic slates before we get to this. Ooh. But we need a master, transcendent, or archmage blood orbs first. So we currently have, I think, up to the apprentice. Looks like master comes out after magician, magician comes after apprentice. This, right, this requires that. Okay. So we're kind of bouncing back and forth between requirements here. Let's go for the rune of capacity. So we'll do this one first. The imbued slate. Yeah, that's imbued slate, sure. I think we'll do more runes of sacrifice. this should at least take less time. Need the blank slates here. Oh, man. Okay. That requires 25k to block a gold. So I think we'll do this. We'll make more runes of sacrifice. That's just blank runes. Those require blank slates, and we'll make 5 of those. So we'll basically do a side of runes of sacrifice. Whoops. We will then, once we have that done, these runes of sacrifice, we will start on runes of capacity. And so that will require the imbued slate, which we should be able to do even now. And then everything else pretty simple. And we'll do another 5 of those. Then with both of those done, we will make the Magician Orb. That'll take 25,000. We will just have to sacrifice on here. Hopefully the runes of sacrifice that we put along one of the edges will help us keep up with the usage of it. Hopefully. We'll have to start somewhere, which means we get to start with those runes of sacrifice. So we have bronze ingots. We're doing 5, so we'll need 10 of those. Let's go throw these back. We need those bronzes. 10, perfect. We then need stone, which we need 20 of. 5 times 4, yeah, 20 stone. We need reinforced slate and these. Oh, which requires even more stone. Basically requires 8 stone per one of these. Oh, actually, we'll be pulling this anyway, so that'll be okay. We don't actually need that. We've already got the blank runes just sitting there, you know? We actually just need these reinforced slate. We need 5 of those, and then we will be set. Which means 5 more stone. Okay. So we'll just get that going. You guys, don't worry, you'll be cleared out pretty fast soon. We need you to turn into reinforced. Yep, so we need to make it go through the cycle twice here. Are you functioning? There we go. That's 1. This is looking a little empty, so we'll start doing the sacrifices. This will train us for when eventually we get to sacrificing on the fly. There we go. Oh, God. And we could probably start turning this back on. Just need to make sure that we take fully grown pigs here. Are you done yet? There we go. 3. Still going. I got to keep up with it. At least it's seeming that at the speeds that we're currently pulling, we are not going to ever be stuck on the grabbing pigs side of things. There we go. That's 4, and last but not least, 5. Okay, and that's all 5 of them. So we should, I think, be able to just throw these in, right? We've got the bronze, we've got... Oh, we don't have the blood orb. We do need to get that. Got our apprentice blood orb. Bronze stone. Yeah, we just need to tear that rune out. We should be good. So we'll just do it on this side, I think. That went like this. With you on top. There we go. And that's that. And we'll throw those all back in. So we should be able to, if we use one as a scaffolding block here. Slap them together here. Perfect. So we've got that. Now to move on to Runes of Capacity. So we may actually want to get a lot of buckets going. We will need 15 total extra buckets to do this. Of course, they'll go away. We do need the imbued slate. Need stone. Yeah, it's really just the buckets that we need to do some for planning for. Maybe we want to do... Oh, I see. Okay. So that actually controls the zoom in levels on that. We may change that bind, that keybind then. So we had, what is that? Blood magic. Instead of putting that there, how about we do... Hold on a second. We'll set this to divide. That to plus, that to subtract. There we go. Throw everything on the numpad there. That way we won't cycle through the map. I do hate that there are so many cross-bound keybinds. This is a little bit rough. But we need to get some iron thrown in here, because that is the only way to make buckets still. We do have the bucket cast out. Oh, and that is conveniently still going. But we just need to grab iron. We will need 45. Oops, there we go. Slap them in there. And we'll just let that go and cast out. That'll take a little bit of time, but I think we should be okay. Oh, and it is nighttime, which means it's time for observatory things. Let's use the teleporter so we don't have to slime sling our way up effectively. No new stars, which is a bit of a shame. We could probably move both of these, though. Good God, they take time to cut up, though. Not that one so much. We'll go move these both to the edge. One of these to the edge. No, not you. Definitely not that one. Considering the issues I have falling out of it already. I'll just move it off to the side a little bit. Say off to here. Kind of back them up against each other. And do we need to take these out? This was what we were previously using for... There we go. Previously using for our iron transmutation. That's not really the case anymore. We're not really doing that so much. Okay. So we've gotten that done. The buckets should be smelting, should be crafting. It's time to get even more stone and bring it down the steps to imbued slate, which is one past reinforced slate. We'll need another 5 of those for this. So that'll take a little bit of time. We should be able to go get everything here kept up, hopefully. I want to see how much our new sigils bring. That's actually not too bad. It's not bad at all. I would love to suplex a zombie onto here, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen. This is going to take a lot of... sacrifice to keep fueled. In fact, it may take more sacrifice than we actually currently have. Maybe we should have kept that running. Oh, no, come back here. There we go. Are you done? What is this? Imbued stone. Imbued slate. Okay, so that is done. Oh, what the? Hello. Let me put that down and deal with you guys. Odd. Yeah, we are getting kind of screwed by the cooldowns here. We've got to keep this going. I suppose when the piglets grow up, the baby pigs grow up, they should immediately breed because they wouldn't have a breeding cooldown. We will just kind of wait here. While this happens, maybe it would have been better to do buffalo in this breeding enclosure. In fact, it would probably do really well to do buffalo, because pigs only have 5 hearts, whereas buffalo, I'm fairly sure, have way more than that. What is this currently at? Reinforced. So this is the slightest bit bluer than that. So this is kind of a cyan color. We need to wait until it turns like a proper blue. Oh, but this is draining way too quickly. We need to keep up with it. Yeah, that's a blue color right there. There we go. Well, I guess since we were moving... Hey, come back here. Don't flee from me. I just want to sacrifice you upon an altar for my blood magic. What? Can I not? Can I not sacrifice this guy? Signs are pointing to no. That does leave me in a bit of a pickle. Let's take a look at these buffalo. Oh, you know what? I can't actually carry these guys, so the buffalo wouldn't work either. What about cows? Do you have more health than pigs? Nope, you've got the same amount. What passive mob, I wonder, could I do this for? I may need to just let them overfill themselves. Wonder if there's a growth machine. What is that from? Industrial foregoing? Animal rancher, that's not what we need. Mob crusher. Animal grower. There we go. Power and breeding food. Ah, this is what we need. Okay, and that's really not that difficult to make either. So let's get this set up. We can do exactly the same setup. We can throw this over here on the other side, I think. And that'll actually grow them too. So we'll have all of that function. And we can always just pump this across to this side as well. The only possible issue would be getting power over here. We can make another relay down this way, I think. That should be fine. So let's go get started on that. I need to make another machine casing, which means going through all the steps for that, which is not fun. What is that? The animal grower. Here it is. Save that on here. And the machine casing takes those stabilized metal. We've got the printed circuit board. We need black iron. We've got a few more Certus quartz crystals, I think. I hope. Press iron plates. The whole shebang here. Actually, what was that other thing here? Multi-block miniaturization. So maybe we've actually got a quicker way to do this, but... Oh no, that still looks like it requires a machine case in some way. Alright, so let's get this done. Let's get this made. Pressed iron plates we can start with. This is... lovely. Done. So we have our 15 buckets, which we'll just add to the network here. We need those pressed iron plates. Can go grab the stabilized metal, or at least order the stuff. Grab the Certus quartz out of there. We are real low on them, though. We do need to get the cobalt out. We'll go crush that up. Flour and sugar for when we eventually need those. Turn that into their stuff proper. We need black quartz. Also running low on that. We'll need 5. And we need the iron eventually for 5. But that'll be after this is crushed. You get turned into plates. Throw them in. Just distribute that, may as well. And while one of these is turning into a plate, we need to grab glass. Make ourselves I think it's like this, right? No. Shoot. There we go. One of those. Then are we good? Need some plastic, we need the PCB, but I think other than that, we should be fine. What is it? The completed P circuit? Yeah, there it is. Circuit board, that's what it is. PCB, I think, is the prior step to that. So with that and the plastic, we should be good to go and make this into what we want here. And that is this, that, those. Oh, right. We need the Amadron delivery here. That will be in this chest. Lovely. Ooh, what are we forgetting? Ah, that black iron frame in the center. We've got ourselves another machine casing. We have the wheat. We may or may not have the purple dye powder. We do need the gold gear. Gotta grab some wheat. I think it's 3. Yep. And dye powder. Still only 1, which means we'll have to go hunting for another purple flower. You look vaguely purple, though I think... Yeah, you make blue. Not purple. Wolfsbane, perhaps? That makes purple. Lovely. So we'll wait for that. Shouldn't take too long here. We should have everything required for this. Yeah, there we go. We are set. We've got ourselves an animal grower. Now we just have to put the dang thing down and make the infrastructure for it. So that'll go here. I want to do this fast, actually. I'm going to throw it in my offhand so we can just slap that down real fast. We will tunnel the food around into it. Do we have any more cobblestone transport pipes? Probably not enough. Yeah, still a little short. We will need cobblestone and glass, I believe. Okay, and that should be piping it into here. We'll store the rest for later. These guys are still... they're just chugging along. We need to make ourselves another... Another circuit out here. How are we going to do this? How are we supposed to get power out here? That's going to be on the other side, so we can't even do like a full square because it'll run into this power post. Suppose we could just move it slightly forward. Let's do that. Grab some fencing. And make sure it's nice and tall. I think it needs to be one or two more, but that should be good. Yeah, I think that's about perfect. Take care of him. Oh, it's nighttime. Put this on pause so we can go and check out our constellations. Yeah, that does not really rocket you all that far without the Visio wings. With the Visio wings, pretty good. Without them, it's moderately okay. Let's see if we've got any new stars in the sky tonight. And slapping our way across the sky sadly indicates no. So we're still missing out on those last, what is it, 2, 3 stars? How many constellations do we have? Pelotrio. Oh, hold on. Pelotrio is actually found. We just don't know when it comes. Or maybe we do. Keep looking for it. Pelotrio and Horologium are the only ones that don't have distinct times. Maybe those are different, because these ones are all faint. What is dim? We've gotten some dim. Maybe they've been modded out? Some things like the Armara has been changed in the mod pack. Maybe they followed a similar fate. Either way, they're not in the sky tonight, so... I'll have to just take it as understood that they work. But we'll go and get this set up. We do need our toolbox. Oh, hello. Jeez. Scared the absolute Jesus out of me. Jeez. Okay. Another bit of you. Another bit of you. And then 2 wiring to slap them all together. And hopefully this will reach without issue. It did. Perfect. Which definitely means this will reach. And that definitely means we will be able to keep these guys running. Yeah, they'll run totally fine. Let's get the production line back up and running. Get you settled. You are still on the block. Time for sacrifice. Ooh, we are not keeping up here. Nope, that's still greenish. Okay, once this is done, I actually realized I should feed in some carrots there, because otherwise it's not going to keep. That looks like blue. Yeah, there we go. That's an imbued slate. But we will get this topped up, because that will actually probably run through more than the other 2 machines combined. Is this running? Yeah, it is. Oh, you know, we don't have a range upgrade. Glass pane, plastic, and that, yeah. So we need to get that thrown in. And then it should take a little bit more, but that'll really burn through it, so we'll want to get the whole stack filled. At least it'll reduce some of the carrots that we have, some of that carrot waste. But it is time to grab some more here. All right, and we can keep that going again. So that'll turn into the blank slate, that'll turn into reinforced, and then it'll turn into imbued. And each one of those takes a slightly greater amount of time to go through, or a lesser amount of time to go through a greater amount of blood. We'll just kind of wait till we see those outlines come up again. Slap that pig down. Okay, that is reinforced. And you can really watch that drain in real time once it gets to this point. There we go. That is imbued. Last set. Wow, am I still running out of pigs here? Not quite sure about what's going on there. They should be breeding as soon as they turn into adults, right? But they do not seem to be. Well, we'll keep up with this. This is the last one in the set, anyway. Then we may transplant some more pigs over. Are you, Yeah, that is imbued slate. Okay. So I wonder what the heck's going on with that. I guess... Cooldown of 1150. They must not be having their cooldown reset when they grow into adults. They must actually have that cooldown stay present, which is not great. That is, in fact, really, really not great. So we're going to have to rethink this again. What we could do is we could separate these out again. It would kind of mess with the altar a little bit, not terribly. So it would be a line out here and a line out here comes to head height, just over head height. No, that would be doable. So let's get our walls out. We'll need to make more of these. I think that much do. We will make another pig pen here. Whoops, this is a little small. We still want that 3x3 internal here. Go chop up that soundproofing in the short term. So we didn't actually end up needing this pole, this power pillar at all. We'll go and break this down. Oh dear. Take that out, and we'll temporarily store these carrots. Okay, and grab some dirt to fill in the holes. Okay, but we will have 2 pens coming off of this. We will have one here. That's still a 3x3, right? Yeah, 3x3. This will still be getting piped off. We'll just stick that soundproofing there, and we'll stick the block over here. Shoot. Oh, shoot. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this after all? Huh. Okay, we're going to have to do underground power again. That's the only way this is going to function properly. Luckily, it shouldn't be too bad. Just run it out through here. I think that should have visuals. We'll have to set up another machine here, which of course will mean doing more machine assembly. God, what a pain in the rear. The piping will go in here. This is where our animal... No. So, uh-oh. Animal feeder goes in here. Look that up. The animal grower. There it is. Oh, let me out. Let me out. Okay. Animal feeder goes here. This will be the adult pen. We'll have the same sort of setup that we did over there, where 1 pen grows the population. Oh, hold on. No. That was right the way it was before. 1 animal pen grows the population, and the other one is the one where we... Good God. Oh, we've got an escapee. Oh, but he went back in. And he's gone back out. Animal grower in there. Animal feeder is missing. Ah, there it is. There we go. Animal feeder goes in here. We'll just fetch you. There is no escape. Or maybe a bit of an escape. Okay, there we go. Dump them all back in. Good God, what a mess. What a nightmare. Uh-oh. Medium voltage like that. So this does stay the way that it currently is. Go fetch the carrots and whatnot from in here. Good God. Okay. That's all good? Okay, that's all good. Unproofing goes there. Everything is totally good. That'll be replaced with a baby animal separator. Everything here stays exactly the same. We lost a range add-on? No, we got both of them. So this will do like so. Cobblestone pipes going in from the bottom, same as it was before. That's just what we need. We'll just grab carrots right now and throw those in. All right, that'll collect there. Sure, that'll be enough for now. These get hooked up the normal way. And this is where the underground relay starts. Oh, and this should probably not be entirely full. Some of that in there. There we go. That way one will just spit out. We will throw a... we'll throw a pass-through block here. Let's get fancy. And we will need a few relays. At least 3, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say 3-ish. And another connector. So if we slap... a dirt block down. I think all of which we've actually put back in the chests. Slap one there. We then stick a relay through, top and bottom. Or a connector through, I suppose, technically. Remember that? That makes a nice little... Oh, that makes a problem. That's what it makes. Does this no longer connect? No, it does. Okay, not exactly sure what happened there, but it should be fine now. We stick relay here. Actually, we just really need the one relay then, don't we? Throw these all back in there. I have the medium voltage wire connector connect up here. Oh no, we'll need another one. We will need at least one more to go right below it, because that will be blocked off by a dirt block. And that will mean we would need the wires connecting all of these up. U to U, to U to U, U up eventually. Let's dig our dang way out. Last but not least, U to pass through the power. And this will not need anything. That'll just be a baby animal separator, and that just needs power. I'm pretty sure, and nothing else. Range add-on, I suppose. And speaking of range add-ons, we'll throw that in there. Okay. So that should do the job. What'll happen is that... It's still going great. This side, right under the blood sacrifice. This will be the feeder. This will be where our breeding stock goes. It will grow there, and after we have our breeding stock go long enough, we will pull it out. We'll turn on that baby animal activator, pull it out, drag it through the other side here, where we can pick it up, and the animal grower will grow all the baby animals into here. We won't need to worry about breeding cooldowns being 20 minutes long, because we will be picking them up here and sacrificing them on the altar. That's all we need them to do. We'll go throw this back, and I think that's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing we have left. So that, at least, will be the problem there solved. Unfortunately, we do need to wait for these fellows to grow. But grabbing from here shouldn't be too bad. It'll drop out by one here. This will be where the next level of the altar is. Then another one here on this level. That should be outside of the area of the fencing, so I think it should be okay. Unless there's some more special changes that they do on the further altars. I think it should be all right. But we'll go get that settled. We'll go start off the... Uh-oh. Yeah, this is all full. The tomatoes... No, the chili peppers are actually full here. Could probably stop the hydrator. Do we have a chili pepper chest in here? We do, and it is very empty. And so is that tomato one, if I'm looking at it correctly. Tomatoes by 4? Yeah, we can do a lot of collection here. Let's go. Grab that. We won't have as much room as we do in here. Oh, right. That'll get sucked back in no matter what. That should empty it out a bit. I think we can probably turn this hydrator off. Let's just pause you. We'll have this grow at normal speeds, and then this plant interactor should pick them. That way this won't continually produce. So how many chili peppers? We got 3K, which is stacks. Several stacks. I think that should be okay. But I think these producing at normal grow rates should be enough to fill that up at a reasonable pace. We are honestly having issues keeping up with the amount of growth that's happening here, but that's that done. We got Zombie Villager kindly providing his parts to us. Let's go get those capacity runes done. Just the basic ones. We've got the buckets, we've got the imbued slates, got the blank runes, and we have stone enough to do it. So we do have to fight off some monsters first. Let's do a little combat here. Okay. Area now cleared, along with inventory. We can go and tear this up. We'll do this side for the storage capacities. That is all 5. Don't forget constellations. Oh, you're right. We should go do that. Yeah, that is really not great without the Visio wings. Apparently, you can stop yourself in midair if you try to launch yourself again. But constellations. New night. New constellations? Answer, no. Where the heck are these things? I feel like there should be one here. That is between the arrows and that one. Arrows. Oh. Okay, so I guess they just kind of show up in... random order? Maybe not. Yeah, there's no big stars. I don't know what's going up. I don't know what's up with that. Oh god, I really don't know what's up with that at this point. What about now? You acting better? Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're just having trouble finding those last two constellations. But we will go and make some runes of capacity here. Oh, ow. Two. Here we go. 3, 4, and 5. There we go. At least our breeding stock is getting themselves back up to fighting measure. But quick temporary storage. These new runes should get themselves set up again. So now, take out that vigil. Oh, hold on a second. These are draining. Why are they draining? What is causing them to drain? Does the sigil take power to keep activated? No way. I can't tell if it's confirmation bias, but I swear I'm watching that leak away. Okay, so that's 101. We'll stand here for a couple seconds and see if that drains away. If it doesn't, then we know it's just the Seer's activation. If it does, then something else is draining it. 101. Okay, so it stopped there. So something was draining it. We just have no idea as to what. Yeah, I have no clue. It stopped now at 6101. Maybe it was... Oh, you know what? It might have been feeding it to these. No, but that doesn't make sense because we can see the whole set here. I have got no clue. I don't understand the Blood Network. Maybe somebody on the Blood Network was using too much of the Wi-Fi and things got weird. I suppose I can just dunk this in. That is already filled up. So I think you throw it on like that, right? Yeah, there you go. And that'll restart refilling again. Slowly. Slowly but surely. And if we, well, throw this back first. Yeah, and that has stopped draining. So I wonder what was up with that. Maybe it was the lack of the third tier altar. Something was messing up with it. Whatever it is, it has been solved now. Hopefully. And we are good to get back on our machine block to make another baby animal separator. So you go away. We need you. Reinforced metal. Another gold gear, some more purple dye, and plastic. So we should probably start with the Amadron tablet here. We may as well. And we'll need 5 of this stuff total. Then to look for purple flowers, maybe you. Whoops. Yep. Another purple dye set. This will be the very last one we can make with our Certus Quartz Crystal. We are well and truly out of that stuff. Next up on the field is plastic. We need 10 plus 2, I want to say. Yeah, 10 plus 2 here in the crafting recipe. We need those gold ingots turned into a gear. And there's our dye powder. Move these across. I think with Starlight we'll throw back temporarily, along with our shield. Then we need to go back into Cobalt. And our compressed iron ingots. We'll do the gears first, I suppose, for the gold, because we will have multiple on here later that will be turning into plates, so we might as well do this in the first steps. This should get turned fairly quickly into cobalt proper, which will then be turned into cobalt plates. And then last but not least, we'll go grab that stabilized metal. Right, the black iron frame, which means black quartz. I think that is genuinely my least favorite part, because that has like 3 composite steps to making all of that, and it's all annoying. And then, wham, kablam, shazam, and bam. That should be all the components necessary to go and throw this ready thing together. Ooh, we're forgetting a few components. Specifically these. And we will actually need to smelt 3 of these up, the extra 3 that we have. Extra 3, I said. Into ingots. And last but not least, a circuit board. Here we go, machine case. Oh, these are still going. And with that, we should be able to get this thrown together. I believe it was just like so. There we go, another baby animal separator. So we'll probably leave this off for a while. A good long while. But we will get it at least installed. And we'll do it from below. So it'll just be a little bit easier that way. No, no, no. I actually have no idea which way it's supposed to face. So if we power this up, it should throw any babies down here if this is the correct side. Okay, and it is. We'll go and pause that, and we'll take these little tykes and, whoops, throw them back in here, because we still do need to improve the numbers of our breeding side of things. We do at least know that it works. and that it is pointed the correct way. And this will actually let us get into this if we happen to need to get into it. But hopefully we shouldn't. But that is that whole thing set up. It's a little derpy. You can kind of see through the ground here when you don't necessarily need to be able to. I suppose we could try sealing that up. But again, there's no real need to, so I think it'll be all right. This is all settled. So we will have pig growth occur. Animal feeder is on play. The animal grower is prepared. I see we were sacrificing children today. Unfortunately, well, unfortunately is probably not the best word here, but unfortunately, we can't sacrifice children. We can only sacrifice the adults, which is a real pain because it means that I need to set up this animal grower. And the animal grower apparently turns out when you rapidly age children through the phases of growing up, turns out they don't immediately want to bang. So we have to have a separate breeding stock and culling stock, we'll call it. But I may just start grabbing a few of these just to speed up the process in here a little bit. We'll just transplant a few children here and there. I'm sure they will love their new life significantly more than what will happen to them in here, at least. They won't have much life to love. Alright, we'll stick all this through. I think as many of these guys as we can pull out of here in the short term. Or rather, how big the other pen gets before things start to look overcrowded. And that is the point in which they start suffocating. That is my overcrowding limit. That is when we'll stop transplanting these guys. And in fact, I think we need some more... Oh, right. Yeah, this one's on. Yeah, we'll just keep transporting over here. If we do end up needing some more... I mean, it is backing up here, so... It's not as if this side is empty. I think we should be okay on the other side there. I just want to get these guys settled. Once I can't see grass anymore beneath them, we'll call that good. Well, either that or we run out of baby pigs on this side first. Come on, grab. Almost out of room there. All right, last one. Last transplant. And we are good. All of them are in there, right? Oh no, we actually had one come through here somehow. How did you get over here? If you wish to die, I mean, feel free, but I would have thought you'd been averse to that. I think that's probably enough pigs in our breeding stock. Once they all grow up, we'll go and turn on, honestly, the whole system. Let's turn this off for now. Let's keep that paused. Yeah, that's paused. That way they won't keep adding pigs in there. We'll wait up for every one of these guys to grow up. And then we'll turn that on. But after we check constellations tonight, I think that'll be for next stream. Because we are a little bit over time. We got a fair bit done today. Did a fair bit of reading, I will agree, with the blood magic stuff and with the observatory and all that, but we did get quite a bit done in terms of establishing our altar and the automation thereof. Unfortunately, these last two star systems are really eluding me. They are dodging right the heck out of my sight. So we'll have to see if we can find those at any point. We made this lovely containment chalice, so we don't have to worry about that, and we have the fluid tank now, accumulating liquid starlight at amazing, fantastic paces. But we won't have to worry about liquid starlight disappearing from any of these. This should automatically repair that. You can see it's keeping that ready to fire at us. We've got all 8 of our spectral relays, because apparently we can use a lot more than we thought we could. And these are actually going together pretty well. How are these going? Any maxed out ones yet? Not quite. We'll get back to those later. Let's go throw all of these in. Where's our jerry can full of liquid starlight? There you are. We can go and fill him up. And 4. Keep these guys topped off. But with that all be done. We grew the crystals. We made this lovely observatory, which is freaking gigantic. We moved our starlight creation system over here to the containment chalice. And we got a whole bunch of life point generation set up here. Along with a much upgraded altar. We still have 2 more sides that we can replace here. But we'll go figure out runes for those at a later date. We'll see what we actually end up needing. Or what maybe will give us a quality of life change. And next time when we come back, maybe we'll even step into Abyssal Craft. We've been spending, well, basically all of the time in the stream doing blood magic and Astral sorcery. But Abyssal Craft is yet another magic-based mod, and so we have a ways to go in there. We might hop into that next time, might not. But regardless of what we decide, that will be on Monday. Next Monday, 3 PST. There is a change in schedule in case you missed the PSA. We are moving out from 2 games to 3. So Sunless Sea, which typically ran on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's actually getting moved to the Friday slot, which will obviously conflict with the Sevtech Ages, which used to run Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. That will only be running Mondays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, meanwhile, are going to be relegated to Prey, the arcane action-adventure immersive sim sort of game that they released in 2017. Absolutely love that thing. Hopefully, I think I will, at least. I haven't actually stuck with it long enough. But we will be starting that up tomorrow. That will be the first time we start the playthrough there. And so we will only be coming back to Sevtech Ages on Monday. But I hope to see you at one of those 3 times, either tomorrow for the Prey stream, Friday for the Sunless Sea stream, we are starting a new captain then, or Monday when we come back to Sevtech Ages. If not, I hope you too develop your own technologically advanced blood shrine and get that thing all set up nice and easy. For the meantime, I'm going to call that a stream. Good stream. Cheers, everybody.